said to D'Antoni, what you did was not good enough. And make no mistake about it. I'm telling you, it's not good enough. You didn't do the job. You lost the Game 6 on our home floor with Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting courtside. You wet the bed. You wet the bed. I mean, damn, it was so bad if Beyonce had jumped up and said, who runs the world? Girls. Who runs the world? Girls. We couldn't even knock her. Because your grown-ass man self didn't get the job done. Period. We all have obligations, ladies and gentlemen. We all have standards. We have a job description. I can't come on First Take or radio every single day, the Stephen A. Smith Show, with what I have conditioned you to expect from me, and suddenly I'm like Shaq. Well, I just want to say, everybody, how you doing? And, we got another show coming up, and you'll be all right. Yeah, I'm just saying they just need to pass the ball better, and they just need to shoot the ball better, and that's all there is to it. I can't get away with doing that. You have a job. You knew what it was. And you came up short. H-Town, I support Tillman Fertitta with this particular decision. And so should you. Mike D'Antoni, you want your 3-year contract? Figure out a better way to utilize James Harden and not waste away the best years of his career by running him to death to the point where he's got nothing left. Figure it out with Daryl Morey. Figure it out. 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. You are listening live to the Stephen A. Smith Show, ESPN Radio. Back with your calls in a minute. By the way, if you missed today's opening segment, go check it out on demand in the Stephen A. Says the ineptitude that you're speaking about that absolutely rakes your nerves with the New York Knicks has nothing to do with Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman is a reaction to the level of frustration and depression that has been caused by the very people you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
Go ahead.
I admit. But regarding the ineptitude of the Knicks, that's part of the reason why I'm against the Anthony Davis trade as a native New Yorker. And here's
really?
why. Yes, I'll tell you why. Because besides the fact that it feels a lot like the Carmelo trade back in the day, if there's one thing us Knicks fans have to learn is that you can't throw we have been trying to recover from that Allen Houston 6-year, $100 million contract. Finally, our books are clean. We have all our draft picks, plus Dallas's picks. We have young talent, and we have a clean slate. Now, the reason why I'm against the Anthony Davis trade is not because he's not a top 5 player. Of course he's a top 5 player. He might be a top 5 power forward of all time when it's all said and done. Now, the issue is the price. I feel like the Knicks are going to get fleeced. Now, what I suggest is instead of doing this big 3 that
Hurry up, because you're getting on my nerves. Hurry up.
I suggest that we keep our young talent and then use part of that young talent.
What young talent? Michael Robinson? Kevin Knox? Dennis Smith Jr.? What? And by the way, no, I listen to you enough, okay? Anthony Davis is 26 years old. He's not 36. He's 26 years old. He's got at least another decade in this league. He's 6'11". This dude blocks shots. He rebounds. He scores from the perimeter or inside. He can play face in the basket. He can play with his back to the basket. He's universally recognized as one of the top 5 talents in the entire world. His career averages are 23 and 10. He just finished out with this debacle of a season. He's averaged 25 and 12. The last several years, he was averaging 28 and 12. And he's 26. What are you talking about?
The Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Guests on the Stephen A. Smith Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. And you can always get in touch with the show through the 1-800-Flowers Twitter feed.
That's what Fertitta is saying to Mike D'Antoni right now. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. You want this contract extension? Do you want it? Then you should have put a ring on it. Oh, 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 oh. Stephen A. Smith Show, ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Protecting your small business is a big deal. Cover what you've worked so hard for. Visit ProgressiveCommercial.com. Kick that music. Mike D'Antoni, did you hear this? Jeff Van Gundy up next. He tell you the same thing. Uh-oh.